Nestled in the heart of Los Angeles, the Lavelle restaurant captivates with its elegant and sophisticated atmosphere. Bathed in soft, warm lighting, the contemporary decor exudes a timeless charm, while opulent chandeliers cast shimmering reflections on the art-adorned walls. With meticulously planned seating options including a plush velvet chairs and tables dressed in crisp white linens, the restaurant strikes a perfect balance between privacy and vibrant communal ambience. Through large windows, guests can admire a dazzling cityscape, providing a breathtaking backdrop to this luxurious haven that embodies the epitome of an upscale dining experience in Los Angeles. Billie Walsh, in her 20s, exudes ambition and wit. Her former role as Dwayne Johnson's personal assistant has imbued her with an air of authority. Her sleek black pantsuit, paired with a vibrant emerald green blouse, balances professionalism and sass. Her black stilettos and tasteful silver accessories underscore her meticulous attention to detail. She confidently approaches the maitre d', embodying a seamless blend of business and leisure. Already seated in an upscale restaurant is Arlo James, a man in his 30s and Oscar-winning actor. Known for his signature scowl as much as his blockbuster movies, he oozes luxury from his designer attire down to his shoes. His handsome features, pronounced jawline, and intense gaze make him an equally captivating off-screen. As Arlo browses his phone, Billie joins him, flashing a smile that distances her from just another fan.
Hey there, stranger. Miss me already? Or did you just miss my uncanny ability to turn any situation into a sitcom?
Billy? Is this a celebrity ambush? Did my agent book me for a surprise reality show? Or did I accidentally walk onto the set of a horror movie?
What does it look like? I'm here to sell Girl Scout cookies, one celebrity at a time. I'd figure I'd start with the low-hanging fruit.
Billie pours herself wine. She smiles mischievously.
I'm baffled. Your brother assured me he found a perfect fit for the role of my assistant. Why are you here?
Let's see. He did find someone, and she's sitting right here. Connect the dots, Sherlock. Surprise!
Arlo's eyes widen in realization.
Oh no. No. This is not happening. I gotta be dreaming. I have to be living in some kind of twisted sitcom right now.
Billie grins and raises an eyebrow.
Well, in that case, can I at least get my own catchphrase? How about, Billy's here, hide your valuables?
You are not becoming my assistant, Billy. I need someone who won't turn my life into a circus. Or at least not a circus without a safety net.
Why not, Arlo? Are you afraid I'll steal your spotlight? Or is it the fear that my charm will outshine your greatness? Or maybe you're just allergic to fun.
No, I'm more concerned about the fact that you're a walking disaster waiting to happen. Like a tornado in a china shop.
Billie places her hand on her chest.
Arlo, that hurts. Name one disaster I've caused. And no, that time I set off the fire alarm with my cooking doesn't count.
Let's see, how about showing up at one of my parties in a fur coat?
The party's theme was animals, Arlo. I came as a ferret, hence the fur coat. It's called dedication to the role, darling. Your guests adored me. Besides, I bet your party needed a little ferocious energy.
They were all animal activists, Billy. They wanted to skin you alive, not give you a standing ovation. I mean, you were just one step away from becoming a PETA poster.
Billie's not fazed by the remark.
Okay, so that's the only bad thing I've done. I'm still perfect for the job. You and I both know I have the experience.
What experience, besides dodging disaster after disaster?
Hello? I was the right-hand man of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Before that, Meghan Markle. And before that, the writing team of Modern Family. I've seen it all, done it all. I can handle whatever chaos you throw at me. Use me. I'm like a Swiss Army knife with better hair.
And as that Swiss Army knife, didn't you also use one of those tools to slap my ex? I mean, okay, I know she was a bit of a drama queen, but that was a whole new level.
A beat of silence as Billie looks a bit guilty.
What? A slap? No, no, no. I think you're mistaken.
At my Oscar party, when I won Best Supporting Actor, you straight up slapped my ex-girlfriend.
Billy cringes, trying to come up with an excuse.
Oh, that. Well, she was asking for it. She insulted your acting skills, Arlo. I couldn't let that slide. I mean, who does she think she is? A critic?
Yeah, I'm still in the dark about that. What did she do to even deserve that slap? I mean, did she say, I don't know, I couldn't act my way out of a paper bag or something?
Let's just say she got a bit too friendly with a certain Titanic star.
Really? Leo DiCaprio or Billy Zane?
Billy pretends to zip up her mouth, teasingly withholding the name.
I stood up for you, Arlo. So technically, I'm your superhero. Hire me. What are you waiting for?
Okay, you know what, the slap, I'll let that pass. But I still can't hire you. I'm sorry.
Arlo gets up from the table, seemingly determined.
How about a test drive? Give me a week. If you're not impressed, you can show me the door. And if you are, well, you can still show me the door. I just won't leave.
Arlo gives Billy a stern look.
What do you say? You have nothing to lose.
No. I'd sooner date Scarlett Johansson than hire you.
Didn't you date her?
Arlo scratches his head, pretending to be oblivious.
I don't think so. I mean, she's not my type, and I'm way out of her league.
From what I recall, you did. 2018. I walked in on you doing mushrooms in your trailer. Scarlett walked in right after, dumped you, and you cried on my shoulder. And ruined my favorite pair of jeans. I mean, who cries on denim?
I don't cry. That was just... I sweat. It was a very humid day.
Well, you did cry that night. Like a baby.
I'm still not hiring you, Billy. Not a chance.
Well, tough luck, because I'm already hired. I'm your assistant. The deal is sealed. I even have a key to your apartment. And your Netflix password.
Arlo takes a seat, looking perplexed.
Okay, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now?
Your agent, better known as your mom, has bestowed upon me the honor of being your personal assistant. I clocked in this morning.
Okay, you're spinning tails. There is no way she would do that.
Give her a ring. Let's see who's spinning tails.
Arlo stands up, takes out his cell phone, and makes a call. Arlo and Max enter the restaurant and walk over to the table where Billy is sitting.
Well, if it isn't the prodigal brother, what brings you here?
I got a call from my wife. Apparently someone fired her mother. Care to guess who the executioner was? Hint, he's right next to me, and he's not wearing a black hood. Billy and I shoot Arlo a disapproving glare. Arlo and I take a seat.
You canned your own mom? What's next? Are you gonna fire your dog for barking too much?
She forced my hand. I had to take action, and so I did. It's history. It's time to turn this page.
You're insane. Give her job back, or at least get her a nice fruit basket.
No, and I had to let her go for my sanity.
Why did you fire your own mom?
Liz thought it would be a stellar idea for me to be Arlo's assistant.
Oh, heaven forbid. A true scandal. Are you kidding me?
I am not hiring your sister, Max. End of story.
I'll ask one more time. Why not?
I just can't, okay? It's complicated.
Do you hate me or something? Is that it?
Look, I've said all I can say. This night is over. Good night. Don't forget to tip the waiter.
Arlo gets up, clearly frustrated. This is ridiculous. You're being a jerk. Just spit it out. Or at least use some charades.
Max, I'm not giving your sister a job. No matter how many times you ask, the answer will remain the same.
What did I do to deserve this? It must be pretty damn awful.
I'm leaving. Let's just drop it, okay? I've got a hot date with my pillow.
Sit your butt down, Arlo. What did I do?
Enough is enough. Look, we can talk about this some other time.
Arlo exits the scene, frustrated. Stay put. I'll get the truth out of him. At least a decent excuse. I get up and chase after Arlo. You never got over it, did you? Arlo turns around, his face filled with irritation.
Over what? What are you babbling about now?
The thing we both know you're avoiding. Billie?
Look, I wasn't smitten with Billie or anything, Max. Don't be absurd. I was just mildly infatuated. And, okay, maybe a little smitten.
Yeah, you were. And you're still bitter because she shattered your heart. Arlo glares at me and then bolts. I quickly follow him. A car pulls up. Arlo opens the door, but I slam it shut. Just admit it, for heaven's sake. You're hung up on her, like a moth to a flame or a dog to a bone.
I'm not confessing shit. This night is over, and I'm heading out. We're finished.
She broke your heart, and you can't forgive her. You won't let yourself forgive her because you're full of resentment.
I don't despise her, okay? But she married my ex-best friend. She married my best buddy.
If memory serves me right, you gave Sam the green light to court Billie. And you gave him a box of chocolates to seal the deal.
I damn well didn't. She was my girl. I don't share what's mine.
You weren't a couple. If I recall correctly, there was some flirting, but nothing more.
It was more than that. We were intimate.
All right, a one-night stand doesn't make a relationship.
It wasn't a one-night stand.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that. Arlo, in frustration, is feeling the weight of the past.
I reiterate, I didn't hand Sam a goddamn permission slip. Billie was mine, and he snatched her from me, she broke my heart, and that's the end of it.
Sam swore you gave the nod. He told me 3 months before he died.
And once again, I'm saying I did not. He was a notorious fibber. I mean, he could sell ice to an Eskimo.
You can't live in the past forever, man. It's time to move on. Get a hobby like knitting or birdwatching.
I'm not letting anything slide. I despise Sam for what he did, and your sister for eloping with him.
You despised your best friend?
Arlo and I turned around to see Billie staring at us. Arlo's face drops, realizing he's been overheard.
What do you mean you despise Sam?
Arlo opens the car door, but this time Billie slams the door shut. She grabs Arlo by the lapels and hauls him away from the car. The paparazzi snaps photos of the spectacle. Guys, let's relocate to a less photo-friendly environment.
I'm not relocating or negotiating. I'm a man on a mission here, and my mission is to escape from all this.
Either stroll back into the restaurant, or I'll use these heels for more than walking. They also make excellent weapons.
Arlo begrudgingly turns toward the restaurant entrance. Billie and I trail behind him as the paparazzi continue their photographic frenzy. We retake our seats at the table.
So, what did my dead husband do to make you hate your former best friend?
Well, I didn't exactly loathe him.
Oh, of course. I must have mistaken your clear words of hatred for a love ballad. Maybe you should consider a career in songwriting. Or even stand-up comedy. You've got the insults down pat.
You might as well spill the beans. There's no turning back now. Arlo yanks off his tie, frustrated.
This isn't the time or the place for such revelations. Plus, my tie just lost its will to live.
So, what are we doing now? Being truth to power?
Let's lay it all out. This night has been a circus. Let's bring some sanity back before the clowns take over.
Okay. Billie, your late husband was a weasel. Nope, scratch that. He was a weasel on steroids.
Billie's face turns scarlet with rage.
Screw you. You didn't know him like I did. He was a weasel with the heart of gold.
Billie, Sam was a grade A scumbag. He had more skeletons in his closet than a haunted mansion, If he were a superhero, his power would be super infidelity.
I'm not here for this crap. Spare me your judgment.
Billy stands up abruptly, ready to storm off. Wait a minute. Why do you say that, Arlo?
Trust me, you don't want to know. It's a Pandora's box you don't want to open. And it's not filled with cute little Pandora kittens either, I can assure you that.
And what's that supposed to mean? Enlighten me with your mythical Pandora's box, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Sam was a scumbag because he had a sex addiction and cheated on you more times than I can count.
Billy pours herself a glass of wine, but instead of drinking it, she empties it on Arlo's head.
My husband was a saint, you bastard. Keep your warped opinions to yourself.
Billy tries to lunge at Arlo, but I hold her back.
Max, your wife had to take out a restraining order against Sam. He wouldn't leave her alone. Turns out, he was a big fan of the love, hate, and harassment trilogy.
You're the lowest of the low. Max isn't gonna buy into that, right, Max?
I look lost in thought. Wait, Kelly's restraining order was against Sam? She always said it was a different Sam.
Well, she was protecting you. And it looks like she kept that secret well hidden.
I'm shattered. The realization is drawing in. That explains why she avoided him. I feel like the dumbest detective in history.
You believe this jackass?
I'm sorry, sis, but it fits. Kelly's been seeing a therapist for years because of Sam. I was too dense, I couldn't connect the dots. She claimed it was all from childhood trauma. It turns out it was more like Sam-induced trauma.
I'm sorry. It wasn't my secret to tell. I'm so sorry I couldn't prevent the secret from coming out. On the bright side, I think I just won the award for worst timing in history.
How could I miss the signs? I thought Sam was just a smooth talker. Turns out he was a smooth cheater.
Max, you need to have a heart-to-heart with Kelly. Clear the air and make sure she knows she's not alone.
I stand up, ready to make my exit. You two have some serious laundry to air. Good luck. And remember, the fabric softener of honesty can work wonders. I make my way out, leaving them to their conversation.
How could you keep this from me? Were you so bitter about losing me that you let me live my life full of lies? I thought we were best friends, not co-conspirators in a soap opera plot.
Billy sits, her eyes welling up with tears.
Billy, I don't hate you. It's quite the opposite. I mean, if anything, I hated Sam for not appreciating what he had. He had you, the diamond. But he went for the cubic zirconia instead.
You've just blown up my world. You must despise me. You finally found your chance to stab me in the back, didn't you?
No, Billy, that's not it. I swear. The last thing I ever want to do is hurt you. I'm more like a clumsy clown with a heart, always tripping over his own emotions.
Just be honest for once.
Tears stream down Billy's face as emotions run high.
I can never hate you, Billy, because, well, I'm in love with you. Always have been. Cue the dramatic music and the slow motion running through fields of flowers.
Billy freezes, her tear-filled eyes wide. After a moment, she flees, with Arlo chasing after her. Billy is sprinting, with Arlo behind her, chasing her. The flash of the paparazzi cameras is behind them. She stops abruptly and retches onto the sidewalk. More photos snap.
Look, Billy, I'm sorry. That was out of line. Just, the stress got the better of me.
You think? How am I supposed to respond to that bombshell?
I shouldn't have said I love you. It was a moment of weakness, just a moment of stress-induced babbling. I mean, who even needs Shakespeare when you have Arlo's impromptu confessions, huh?
More camera flashes capture the tense moment.
What were you so stressed about?
The prospect of losing you. Again.
You've never lost me. I've always been right here, like a stubborn stain that refuses to come out of your favorite shirt.
I did before. It felt like belly flopping onto a bed of nails.
And who did you lose me to? Was there a secret cloning experiment that I'm not aware of?
I lost you to your husband. That's who.
Arlo takes Billy's hand and leads her to a nearby bench. They sit while the paparazzi's camera flashes light up the scene.
Arlo, we were never exclusive. We had a fling, sure, but it was never serious.
What do you mean?
I mean, it was more like a summer fling at an amusement park. Fun while it lasted, but we had to go back to the real world eventually.
I know that now, but back then, it felt like I was losing my chance at the golden ticket, you know? It's like missing out on free cotton candy at the fair. It's tragic, I tell you.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just physical. My bad. I guess I'm not the best mind reader.
No, I should have been clearer about my feelings. I messed up the whole line of communication. Turns out I'm pretty fluent in mixed signals and cryptic messages.
Maybe I should have been the one to initiate the conversation, instead of waiting for you to make a move.
Arlo cracks a smile.
Yeah, well, we can't rewrite history. I mean, if we could, I'd hire Shakespeare as my personal ghostwriter.
I guess we can't.
The paparazzi's flashes continue capturing their banter.
That confession back at the restaurant, did you mean it? Are you in love with me?
I wouldn't call it love. Let's say it's more of an infatuation, an overgrown crush, like a teenage crush on steroids.
The paparazzi snap more shots.
Yeah, as if I'm buying that explanation. It's like you're selling me a romance novel with a cheesy plot twist.
Well, tonight's been a total dumpster fire. I wanted to hire an assistant, not emotionally torment my friend. I'm an ass. Well-intentioned, bumbling ass.
You said it, not me. But don't worry, you're my favorite ass. I've never met an ass quite like you before.
Well, hey, even asses have feelings, okay? I mean, we're sensitive creatures deep down, you should know. I'm like a delicate flower hiding beneath the facade of an ass.
Sorry, sensitive ass. I didn't mean to hurt your delicate feelings.
Apology accepted. Well, on another note, are you still interested in the job?
The paparazzi snap more shots, capturing the lighthearted moment.
You still want me on board after all this chaos?
Absolutely. You've got the experience. I'd be a fool not to hire you.
What's the salary?
Considering our unique relationship, I can offer you 20 grand more than what The Rock was paying you. Sound good?
In that case, consider me hired.
They smile, giving the paparazzi their perfect shot.
We should probably hug for the camera. You know how the tabloids love a good hug. They live for the heartwarming moments.
Why? Are we trying to win the Best Hug of the Year award? They give out trophies for that?
Well, if we don't hug, I'm pretty sure the tabloids will paint me as the heartless villain of the story. I mean, I need some PR redemption. We have to show them we're a dynamic hugging duo, you know?
Billy gives Arlo a playful hug. They share a brief, lighthearted moment before pulling away.
Thanks for playing along. Now, let's get you home, drama queen. Your throne awaits.
A car pulls up, and they climb in, leaving the paparazzi behind, and their banter echoing in the air. The car stops, and Billy steps out.
Promise me you'll rehire your mom, Arlo.
Are you kidding? She's the worst agent on the planet. She's the literal definition of a nagging machine. The world doesn't need another machine. Trust me.
She's your mom, Arlo. Cut her some slack. At least give her a chance to prove she's a reformed nagging machine.
Well, that's exactly why she shouldn't be my assistant. I need someone who won't drive me crazy. I'm allergic to constant nagging.
Rehire her, or I swear I'll break into your house, steal your Oscar, and sell it on eBay.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me. I can be a real pain in the ass when I want to. I have my ways.
Oh, please don't make me grovel. Anything but that. My pride can't handle it.
Rehiring her will make family gatherings less awkward. Do you really want everyone glaring at you during Thanksgiving? The turkey won't be the only thing getting roasted.
And you're assuming I even attend those family circuses. I'd rather be anywhere else.
Arlo.
Okay, fine. I'll rehire her. But under protest. Just know that I'll be complaining about it every chance I get.
When were you ever happy about anything? I'm starting to think you have an allergy to joy. We should get you tested.
I'm allergic to joy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I just thrive on cynicism. It's my comedic fuel.
Billy is amused by Arlo's dry humor.
Well, I expect you at my place first thing tomorrow. There's a lot to be done. Film premiere, remember? And I need a date.
What? You want me to be your arm candy?
Don't panic. You're not the date. I just need you to hire a model for the event. You have connections, right?
Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do. But don't expect me to find a supermodel on short notice. I'll work my magic, but I can't promise miracles.
Good night, Billy. And thanks for always keeping things interesting.
Good night, Arlo. Don't let the paparazzi get to your head. Remember, you're not just an award-winning actor. You're also a complicated ass with a heart of gold.
As Billy walks toward her front door, Arlo's car pulls away. She gives a last look, seeming a bit forlorn. Arlo catches a glimpse of Billy from the car window as she enters her house.
Yep, it's official. I'm still in love with her. A good thing I have a therapist on speed dial.
As the car drives away, we sound out.
Heartstrings and Hollywood was voiced by Paranoia and Nelson Zapata Correa and Chakri Matayanand. The show was written, produced, and directed by Joao Encita. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode with family and friends. That Love Podcast is active on X and Instagram at That Love Pod and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Behind the wheel of a sleek car, I weave through Bel Air's upscale verdant lanes. I pull up to a massive gate, the letter A boldly etched into the metallic surface. As it groans open, Arlo's modern mansion emerges, a stunning fusion of glass, steel, and stone. Its design seamlessly merging indoors and outdoors. In the vibrant courtyard, a clear fountain dances amidst the sea of colorful blooms, tall palms swaying above, creating a tropical canopy. Opening the front door, coffee for Arlo in hand, I step into a bright, expansive foyer. The gleam of the polished marble underfoot mirrors the chandelier's glow above, while a striking artwork on the wall commands attention. The living room effortlessly blends luxury and comfort. A sprawling, neutral-toned sofa, dotted with colorful cushions, faces floor-to-ceiling windows revealing the LA skyline. A grand fireplace lends a cozy ambience. Off to the side, a high-tech home theater showcases Arlo's cinematic triumphs, its shelves adorned with Oscars and other tributes to his career. Arlo enters from the kitchen, catching my attention as I stand, coffee in hand. Did someone order a latte?
Oh, God, thanks. I need that.
Billy walks over. Arlo takes the coffee. You know, I've been thinking of opening a coffee shop.
Really? Why's that?
Well, I figure it's a grounds for a success. Arlo shakes his head.
What's up, bro?
It's all good.
You should learn new slang.
I tried learning some new slang, but it's just not lit. Am I using that right? Arlo takes a sip of his coffee.
Guys, you should know that climate change is killing us. We won't survive on Earth for much longer unless action is taken.
I'll ask, what are you talking about?
There's this article in the LA Times talking about how the planet is a few decades away from dying. It's riveting.
Riveting? Billy, the only thing riveting about that article is that it put me to sleep faster than my insomnia medication.
Also, why are you always talking to us about climate change? It's like, enough. I mean, find people who actually care about that shit. I mean, we're obviously not that people. We don't care.
Right. Well said, Arlo. Billy picks up a box of cookies from the dining table.
How am I meant to meet like-minded people when I'm always working?
Well, aren't there Facebook groups you can join, or, I don't know, some protests you can go to?
Yeah, Billy, you should start your own Facebook group. Call it Climate Change and Cookies. You've already got the cookie part down.
It wouldn't be the same.
Billy takes a bite of the cookie.
You know, Billy, if you're really worried about climate change, you could start by not eating those cookies. I mean, the methane emissions from cows used to make the butter are just contributing to global warming.
Anyway, that article must have been fun for us to still be discussing it.
Guys, I have some ideas on how we could prevent more damage from being done on this planet. Can I run them by you?
No. Hell no. We don't care.
Please, I wrote them down.
Billy picks up her notebook. Sis, I know you're a climate change nut job when you're not here, but give it a rest. We're in the company of a movie star. He doesn't want to hear this crap.
I want to save people's lives. How can you call me nuts? I'm Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale, huh? Last I checked, she didn't have a cookie in her hand while she was saving lives.
Also, it's only a minute later, and we're still discussing climate change. I mean, that's gotta be a new record for us, so well done, Billy.
Billy throws the notebook on the couch.
Well, there goes another tree. So much for saving the planet, huh, Billy?
Ugh, I wish I had better friends to talk about this stuff with. You two suck.
We know, and we like ourselves even more for disappointing you.
Jerks.
Well, at least we're eco-friendly jerks. We recycle our jokes.
Oh, hey, are we all set?
Yes, Jackson will pick us up at 7. Billy picks up a pen and grabs her notebook.
What's going on? I don't have anything planned for you in my diary today.
Well, Billy, it's not like we're on a TV show. We don't need to be scheduled.
And what I'm doing is none of your business. It's a private affair, off the book stuff.
Yeah, get a life, sis. Billy glares at us.
All right, I need to know what you two are up to. If it's about your career, I should know. I'm your PA. I have to know.
Billy, if we told you, we'd have to make you sign a non-disclosure agreement. And last I checked, I think we ran out of those last week.
Oh boy, here comes the OCD type obsession.
I'm being serious. I need to know what you're hiding from me. It's my job.
Arlo heads toward the kitchen. We follow him.
I'm not telling you. Just mind your business.
If you're going out on a date, I don't need to be consulted. You're welcome to date anyone you'd like. I don't mind.
That's great, Billy. But if Arlo dates, we'll have to start calling you the third wheel. Why would you mind if he was dating someone? You've got a boyfriend.
You have?
Billy looks panicked.
Look, this isn't about me. You two are working in tandem to keep secrets from me, and I hate it. You need to tell me what's happening tonight, or I'll...
Or you'll get crazy. Yes, we know you, sis. We know how your mind works. Billy kicks the floor with her foot.
Will you tell me yes or no?
No. Leave us alone.
We've got a lot to talk about in your office. Let's go.
Yeah, let's.
Arlo and I head off to his office. Don't worry, Billy. We'll send you a postcard from the land of secrets.
I will get to the bottom of this.
Billy, if you keep digging, you'll hit China.
Careful, Billy. You'll start a windstorm with that heavy sighing.
We close the office door. Billie holds a bag of muffins as she heads to Arlo's office door. She stops at the door and puts her ear to the door to listen. She looks frustrated.
Damn it, I can't hear anything.
A beat and then the door opens. Arlo stands.
Billie, if you press your ear any harder against that door, you'll end up on the other side.
What are you talking about? I just got here. I brought you some muffins to go along with your coffee.
Thanks. But next time, could you bring some peace and quiet instead?
Arlo takes the muffin bag, but Billie won't let go of the bag.
Come on, Billie, are you holding those muffins hostage? Because it feels like we're in a muffin standoff right now.
Sis, we're kind of busy right now. Can you come back later?
I can help you. I'm a superb organizer. Use me. Let me be a part of this.
No.
Billie, the only organizing we need you to do right now is you organizing your way out of here.
Fine. Suit yourself. It's your loss.
Billie heads off. Arlo shuts the door. Billie races back to the door and puts her ears to the door. The door opens. I stand. Billie, you're like a mosquito at a nudist colony. You're really starting to bug us.
I was heading for the bathroom. God.
Well, last time we checked, the bathroom wasn't in our office.
Billie heads off, shaking her head. I close the door. Arlo and I walk out of the office. I'll tell Leo and Greta about the change to the plans. They'll rally the other guys into action. It should clear it up. Billie appears out of nowhere. Ah!
Who do we know is called Greta and Leo?
Okay, that's settled. You're a mad woman.
I'm not. Answer my question.
I'll tell you again. Leave us alone.
I've got a commercial shoot to attend.
A commercial?
Billie stares at us, not believing a word.
Yes, Billie, a commercial shoot. It's like a photo shoot, but with less glamour and more product placement.
You don't have a commercial shoot, dumbass. That's a lie. I know your diary. Where are you really going? Spill.
Sis, if you're not too careful, we'll get a restraining order put on you. Arlo and I head off. Billie takes out her cell phone. She makes a call to Arlo's mom, who's her son's agent.
Yes, hi Liz. It's Billie. Billie, your son's PA? Your only client's PA. The Billie that your ex-husband hit on at your wedding just before you said your I do's. Yes, that Billie.
Billie rolls her eyes.
So, do you know what your son's up to today? Jesus, I know you had that stillborn baby. I obviously didn't mean that son. Arlo? I meant Arlo. Yes, what's Arlo up to today? You don't know. Yes, I know I'm his PA, but he's not telling me anything. I thought he would have told you. Never mind. Can you not tell him that I called you? What's my name? It's Kelly. My name is Kelly. Goodbye.
Billie hangs up.
Time to call in the big guns. And by big guns, I mean a guy with a magnifying glass and a knack for finding lost cats.
Arlo and I enter the house. I shut the front door. We see Billie sitting on the couch with her feet up on the coffee table while reading The Hollywood Reporter. We walk over.
It says here by 2050, half of the world will be underwater. I knew I should have invested in that inflatable furniture company.
Hey, Florence Nightingale, we have a bone to pick with you. And no, it's not a dinosaur bone. Although your actions are starting to feel prehistoric.
Did you not hear me? Earth is dying. We have to act. We have to act now.
You've got some explaining to do.
What? What are you talking about?
We know what you did.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused.
You hired George Best, who's a private investigator, to watch me. I mean, I know I'm good looking, but come on, this is a bit much.
What? That's bullshit.
George told us, Billie.
Billie starts to panic.
I'm not saying another word until I get a lawyer. And a muffin. I need a muffin for this kind of stress.
This isn't a game, Billy. Well, unless it's hide and seek, because you're really good at hiding the truth.
Yeah, well, George had no right to tell you what was happening.
George was looking out for Arlo's best interests, considering my wife works for George, and she's Arlo's sister.
Explain to us why you're so absorbed in finding out what is happening.
I shouldn't have to be this fixated. I'm your employee, not your detective. But here I am, playing Sherlock Holmes without a Watson. You should just tell me what is going on in your life.
He'll give you the information in due time. You have to show a level of patience. It's like waiting for a good joke. Sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah, well, I need the information now. I'm like a microwave. I need things fast and hot.
You're frustrating.
Look, a good employee needs tools to do her job effectively. I mean, who knows what you could be doing behind my back? I have to make sure I'm limiting any damage you might cause to Arlo's career. Why? Because it's my frickin' job.
Look, we can't keep having this debate. It's like arguing about pineapple on pizza. It's never ending.
How about we compromise? We'll tell you what we're up to in a few hours if you promise to leave us alone now.
No, that won't work for me. I need to know now. You need to spill it now.
Arlo, I need to head home to make sure that someone's home to receive my suit. Billy, I mean this in the most enduring way possible, but please, stay out of our business. I mean it. I head towards the front door. I open it and exit.
Just tell me.
No, that's that. I need a shower.
Arlo exits. The doorbell rings. Billy answers the door. Arlo's driver stands at the door.
Billy? Wow, you look stunning today.
Thank you, Jackson. You're always a gentleman. How come we haven't hooked up? Is it because I snore?
I'm a happily married father of 3.
I knew there had to be a reason.
Anyway, I picked up Arlo's suit for the party.
Oh, I meant to be his +1, but he won't tell me where the party is.
For a good reason, I imagine.
What do you mean?
Jackson looks uncomfortable.
Okay, look, don't tell anyone I told you this, but Arlo's taking you to Jenna's house. And no, it's not a surprise party. At least, I don't think so.
Do we know her, Jenna? Is she the one with the pet iguana?
Jackson wants to escape badly.
Just tell me already.
Jenna is your boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, Billy. She's the one you stole him from? But look, don't worry, I heard she's over it. Mostly.
The bastards.
All right, that's my cue to go. Have a fun night.
Jackson quickly heads off.
Arlo, I'm gonna kill you.
Billy bangs on the bathroom door. Inside the bathroom, Arlo puts a towel around his waist.
Open up, Arlo. This isn't a submarine. You can't just lock yourself in.
Arlo walks to the bathroom door and opens it with a smile.
This couldn't have waited. I was just about to start my shower karaoke session.
I don't know. Could it?
Why am I sensing tension in the air here? Did someone forget to water the peace lily?
Don't make me hurt you, Arlo. I've been practicing my wrestling moves.
Billy steps up to him.
And you're being serious. Yeah, I can tell because you got your serious face on.
Arlo backs up.
Okay, why are you upset? What have I done?
You fucking tell me.
Well, I'm not a mind reader. Just tell me.
Well, a little birdie tells me you're taking me to a party. And by a little birdie, I mean a 6-foot-tall driver named Jackson.
Who?
That mutual friend also tells me you're taking me to Luke's ex-girlfriend's house for that said party.
Jesus, I knew I should have gone with carrier pigeons.
Why? Was our mutual friend wrong? Because I'll tell you now, he better be, or you're a dead man walking. And not in the cool zombie way.
Look, it's not what it seems. It's like a magic trick, but with fewer rabbits and more misunderstandings.
What's it meant to look like?
I can't say. It'll spoil the surprise.
What surprise? You taking me to Luke's ex so she can what?
Look, Jackson got his wires crossed, and here's why. I wasn't taking you to Jenna's house.
You weren't? So what the hell is going on here? There are more twists in this story than in a pretzel factory.
Look, I can't say what's happening. It's basically like trying to explain the plot of a David Lynch movie. Really hard.
Where are you taking me? To a secret lair? A hidden treasure? The world's largest ball of yarn? Or maybe a surprise trip to the dentist?
To your mom's house, but I really can't say why. And no, it's not for her famous lasagna.
Then why would Jackson bring up Jenna unless you're trying to pull a fast one?
As you know, Jenna is a dress designer from Gucci. I had her make you a designer dress. It's so fancy, it even has its own zip code.
I'm still none the wiser to why Jackson would mention her name.
Jackson earlier took me to her house to pick up your dress for the party. That's why her name was mentioned to you.
And what sort of party am I meant to be attending? And why hasn't anyone mentioned it to me before?
I'm not at liberty to say. I really can't. It's gonna ruin everything. It's like telling you the end of a movie before you've even seen the opening credits.
Just tell me already.
Like I said, I can't say.
If you won't, then I won't go to the party. You'll just have to go alone. And you'll have to eat cake all by yourself.
Hey, do you know how hard I worked to organize this? Do you know people had to take time out of their work schedule to attend this party?
Not my problem. It's you they'll blame if I can't go. So I'm in the clear.
No, you have to be at the party.
Great. So tell me what sort of party I'm going to. And this drama ends here.
Arlo glares at Billie. Billie is stubborn and determined to find out the truth. She won't let it go.
Don't make me do this.
Just tell me.
You know what? I was taking you to a surprise birthday party, which you've kindly ruined. I hope you're happy. And no, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
You were going to throw me a surprise birthday party?
Yep. Your birthday is in a week, and Max and I thought we'd get a head start on it. We also thought we'd get my friends Leo and Greta to attend that party, but, well, guess what? You've ruined it all for us.
Seriously, who do we know who's called Leo and Greta?
Arlo stares at Billie until she gets it.
Oh no.
That's right. Leo DiCaprio and Greta Thunberg were going to attend the party because, guess what? They're crazy just like you when it comes to climate change. And you've been hinting you want to talk to more people about environmental issues, and idiot here thought he'd hook you up. Well done, idiot. Shouldn't have bothered. Thanks for wasting time.
Arlo grabs Billie's arm and leads her to the door.
Wait, Arlo, I'm sorry for ruining the surprise. I didn't mean to.
Arlo pushes Billie out of the door and closes the door.
Arlo, please, I'm sorry.
The shower is turned on in the bathroom. I'm dressed in a suit as I walk into the house. Billie sits on the couch, fretting. Arlo enters in his suit.
I'll be in the car. And no, it's not a self-driving one. So hurry up.
Arlo, wait, let me just...
Arlo walks to the front door. He opens it and exits. Let me guess. You use your superpower of relentless nagging on Arlo.
Yep, I'm just that stupid. I could probably win a gold medal at the Jumping to Conclusions Olympics.
I take a seat beside Billie on the couch. You just couldn't let it go.
Don't rub it in, okay? I know I messed up. Enough already.
How are you going to fix this? Time machine, memory eraser, skywriting an apology? Billy scratches her head and shrugs.
I want to apologize, but Arlo won't hear me out. He's got his noise-canceling anger on.
There's a dress in Arlo's bedroom which he got Jenna to make for you. Why don't you go and put it on?
You want me to still come to the party?
You're the guest of honor. We have no choice. But you have to be there. It's not like we can replace you with a cardboard cutout. Billy gets up from the couch.
Maybe Arlo will let me apologize on the way to the party. Or maybe he'll throw me out of the moving car. It's a toss-up.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Billy walks off. Arlo and I are sitting in the car. Billy walks over to the passenger door and knocks on the window. Billy is dressed in a white satin dress. Her hair and makeup look flawless. Arlo's eyes are fixed on her eye-catching dress. Billy wouldn't look out of place on a catwalk.
Billy? You look... You look stunning. Like a supermodel who got lost on the way to the runway.
Don't look so surprised. I can scrub up nicely when I put in the effort. Or when I have a designer dress and a team of makeup artists.
Wow.
All right, buddy. Stop staring. Billy opens the car door. She takes a seat at the back of the car.
So, I owe you both apologies. Arlo, you worked tirelessly to give me one of the greatest surprises of my life. And I spoiled it by figuring out what it was, so for that, I'm extremely sorry. I promise next time I'll be more clueless.
Your apology is accepted.
Moving forward, I promise to be less obsessed about what you're up to. I'll limit my stalking to only 5 times a day.
Well, I doubt you're capable of that feat, but it's nice to hear you say it anyway.
I also promise to slap you if you keep staring at my boobs. I know they're fabulous, but my eyes are up here, buddy.
Sorry.
Arlo averts his eyes.
You really do look beautiful tonight.
Yeah, well, I really wanted Leo to notice me. It's safe to say he'll be doing that. I mean, who can resist this level of hotness? You'd have to be a rock.
He won't be staring at you. I'll be surprised if Leo got near you.
Why do you say that?
Why? Because I have a feeling Arlo's going to want to keep you all to himself. Isn't that right, buddy? He's already marked his territory. Arlo just stares at Billy without talking.
That's it. I'm slapping you. And not in a playful, flirty way. More like, wake up, you're drooling way.
Billy playfully slaps Arlo on the shoulder. You two are so cute together. I see chemistry around you. Like a high school science experiment about to explode.
What?
Are you seeing things?
Did you hit your head?
Jackson starts the car and pulls away. At this awkward but sweet moment, we sound out.
Heartstrings and Hollywood was voiced by Paranoia and Nelson Zapata Correa and Chakri Matayanand. The show was written, produced, and directed by Joao and Sita. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode with family and friends. That Love Podcast is active on X and Instagram at That Love Pod and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening.
I'm in a pub with Arlo. The pub is nestled in the heart of Los Angeles. The interior blends modern elegance and eclectic decor, boasting comfortable furniture and vibrant murals and captivating lighting. Expert pub masters craft unique limitations using locally sourced ingredients, complemented by a thoughtfully curated drink menu and delectable pub fare. The atmosphere resonates with a vibrant mix of music and live performances, while the expansive outdoor patio invites patrons to savor the pleasant weather. Embracing the fashionable dress code and fostering inclusivity, this pub has become the sought-after spot for the unforgettable days and evenings in the city of stars. We're sitting somewhere quiet. Arlo has a bunch of scripts around him. He's reading as fast as he can. Billie walks over.
I was summoned, so I'm here. What's up? Did someone finally realize that I'm the real star of this show?
We need your help, and by help, I mean we need you to make a decision. Because Arlo here is as indecisive as a squirrel crossing the road.
With what? What needs to be done? It's Sunday, and I'm meant to be off today.
We need your help to decide what my next movie role should be.
You've already decided that. You're gonna wait until a good script comes to you.
Oh no. Arlo has to act in a movie now.
What's the rush? Did you accidentally sign up for a reality TV show, and now you need a quick exit strategy?
Arlo and I look at each other.
It's not important. I just need a role. I don't mean bread roll, although I wouldn't say no to a sandwich right now.
Arlo, you're still one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Good roles will come to you. You just have to be patient. And maybe stop scaring off directors with your insistence on doing all your own stunts. Not everyone is ready for Arlo, the action hero.
Billie, I need to act now. I haven't started a movie for almost 6 months. I'm just trying to forget what a camera looks like.
Yeah, what part of a he needs a role right now don't you get? We have hours to decide.
And we've already wasted 2 hours arguing about it. Your brother has a very punchable face. I never knew that until today.
Okay, first of all, 2 weeks ago, you went to premiere for one of your movies.
Yeah, but that was just for a minor role. I'm talking about a role where I'm the lead of the movie.
Okay, but second, what's the rush?
I don't want to say.
Ethan Walker has a new movie trailer out. There's a rumor he could be in contention for an Oscar nomination.
You've won one. Why does that matter?
Hello? Ethan has 2 Golden Globes for Best Actor. I have 1 Oscar for a supporting role. There are levels being compared here, and mine suck.
It's really not such a big deal.
Arlo and I glare at Billie.
Okay, I'm sensing by your looks that it is.
Ethan is my biggest nemesis, Billie. He's like the Joker to my Batman, Lex Luthor to my Superman. You get the idea.
That's weird. I thought your biggest nemesis was my dead husband.
Ethan is a different kind of nemesis. I can have more than one.
Okay, so what has he done to you?
He's a conniving weasel. That's all you need to know about him.
You said the same thing about Sam. I'm gonna need more than that. What could he have possibly done to you? Steal your lunch money?
He goes after every role I reject. It's like he's following me around with a vacuum cleaner and sucking up all my leftovers.
Oh no, it's the crime of the century. So what? What's the problem? Did he also steal your favorite parking spot?
The problem is, he gets success from those roles, and then, later in interviews, he points out that I rejected them to make fun of me. He's an asshole.
Anyway, we need to read as many scripts as possible to make sure that Ethan the Weasel doesn't bite us in the ass again.
Max, you have the worst taste when it comes to picking out movies for us to watch. You once suggested we watch a documentary on paint drying.
Yeah, so what? It was a great documentary. It won an Oscar.
It did?
No, but it would be weird if it did.
So that's settled. You're not going to be much help.
I can still offer up an opinion. Even if it's a terrible one, it's still an opinion.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to offer us any opinions. Your opinion privileges have been revoked. They're now as extinct as the dodo bird.
That's not fair. I feel like I'm being treated like a kid who's been grounded.
Arlo and I will do the reading and decide which movie for him to act in. We'll have the final say. And you'll have none.
I hate both of you.
Also, if we're gonna do this, we'll need to do it somewhere private.
Why? Billie points to a small crowd that has gathered.
That's why. Unless you want to turn this into a live reading session with an audience.
Arlo looks up from his script.
What? Oh. I thought they were just really into their selfies. Hey, guys.
There are a couple fans taking pictures of Arlo.
Okay. We need to move on.
Arlo grabs the scripts and then gets up. We all gather our things and head out of the bar. Billy, Arlo, and I enter the living room. Billy is focused on reading a script. I can't believe what I'm hearing here.
Yes, I know, dumbass. I'm good at my job.
It's a 20-minute car journey from the bar to here. In that time, you've rejected 10 scripts and made a short list of 3 acting roles for Arlo to act in. 20 minutes. You're like a script reading cyborg.
Max, she's good at her job. Let's leave it there and focus on reading. And by reading, I mean actually reading, not just looking at our phones.
Arlo takes my phone off me. I pick up a script. What's made the short list again?
You mean the scripts that haven't been used as coasters yet?
Let's see here. The Power of Love made the shortlist.
What's the log line for that again?
It's about a playboy who finds out he's being embezzled by his employee, so sets out to find out as much information about her.
Only the playboy meets the potential love of his life, who's the embezzler's sister.
That literally makes no sense. Why doesn't the playboy just report his embezzler and get his money back?
There has to be complexity and drama to make it a worthwhile story for the audience. It's not a documentary about paint drying.
So the power of lame is a contender. What's next? The strength of snooze?
I think it is a contender.
Billy is speed reading a couple scripts on the couch.
It is.
What's the next contender on the shortlist? It better be good because the last one was a hell no for me.
What are you thinking, Billy? And please, no more holiday movies. I'm still having nightmares about the last one.
Funny, we have a holiday movie called The Chateau. It's about a man who's tricked into spending Christmas with his ex.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Let's see here. They have a troubled past, but through talking, they work out their differences and fall back in love with each other. It's like therapy, but with more snow and mistletoe.
Dude, be frank with me. Who's the last person you know to have won an Oscar in a rom-com? I bet you can't name anyone. And no, the guy from the Terminator doesn't count. Arlo shakes his head.
Billy, do you know anyone?
Yeah, I know 2 actors who have actually won an Oscar for a romantic comedy.
I pretend to use my hand as a microphone. Could you name them, please?
Let's see, Jennifer Lawrence in Silver Linings Playbook.
Arlo slaps my hand away.
Max, put your hand away. It's not a microphone, and we're not in a press conference here.
That's one name, but she's a female. Can you name a guy who's won one?
Yeah, sure. Jack Nicholson, and As Good as It Gets.
Okay. One movie dates back to 2012 and the other back to 1997. It's a rare thing to win an Oscar for a rom-com. Change the genre you're looking at. Maybe consider a horror movie. You could play a zombie. You've got the expression down pat.
No, we're sticking to rom-coms.
I trust Billy on this, buddy.
Trust? Or are you just too lazy to read the scripts yourself?
Yeah, I'm lazy. Sorry.
Okay, well, it's your career you're throwing down the toilet. Good luck. And remember, if all else fails, there's always a career in reality TV.
What script are you reading now? And please tell me it doesn't involve a holiday or an ex or a chateau.
I'm still on the Chateau.
Well, is it a serious contender at least?
I mean, I like it. I think it's really good.
So who am I up against for the role?
Billy picks up a piece of paper.
Let's see. I think they're considering Will Smith, Mark Wahlberg, and Andrew Garfield.
Dude, you're not getting this part. You're more likely to get a part in the remake of The Sound of Music, and you'd be playing a goat.
He is, if I have anything to do with it.
Sis, he's going up against some serious big hitters. How could you be so confident?
I'm confident because I know the casting director for the movie.
How?
It's Julian Kelly, isn't it?
Maybe.
Who's Julian Kelly?
My ex-boyfriend.
Arlo has his mouth wide open in shock. Dude, you look like you've seen a ghost, or worse, a bad movie script. Arlo knocks on his office door as Billie is about to end her call with Julian.
Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? Oh, it's just me, the guy whose career is in the hands of my best friend's ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, it's been good talking to you too. Okay, I'll see you tonight. And remember, no shellfish. Last time, you almost turned into a lobster. Okay, bye.
Billie puts her phone away.
So, what's on tonight? Candlelit dinner with a side of nepotism?
I'm just having dinner with Julian to discuss the chateau. He seems to think you're fit for what he's looking for.
Arlo's face falls.
Oh,
What? I thought you'd be more excited than this. What's going on?
nothing. It's just weird that you're having dinner with someone to convince him to hire me.
What are you talking about? Agents have dinner with directors all the time to get their clients their work. What's the difference if I do it? Besides, I make a mean spaghetti carbonara.
Oh, there's no difference. It's just weird. Like dog on a skateboard weird.
I think you'll find that it's actually cool.
I don't want you to go.
Look, relax. It's just dinner to finalize the deal. Your mom will handle the contract negotiations. And by negotiations, I mean she'll probably arm wrestle him for it.
You know what? I don't need another award. I can live with that one. I mean, who needs a shiny piece of metal when you've got a collection of rubber ducks?
What are you going on about now? I thought this is what you wanted. You wanted the world to think you were better than Ethan Walker.
Oh, and I still do.
Okay, well, you're sending me mixed signals here. This is completely out of character.
Look, I've had a change of heart. Let's just leave it there and move on. And by moving on, I mean let us never speak of this again. Like that time I tried to rap.
Arlo, the chateau will push your career to the next level. Let me do my job.
No.
That's it? Just no?
Yes.
What's going on? What aren't you telling me? Because you're obviously hiding something.
No, I'm not. We're done here.
Arlo exits his office.
Arlo, get your ass back here.
Arlo is gone and I enter.
Did you hear that? He's changed his mind about acting in the chateau.
I heard. It's weird.
Yeah, it is. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Do you want me to talk to him for you?
What's the point? I know how stubborn he is. You won't change his mind.
I can give it a shot.
Don't bother. I need to go home and get ready for my dinner date with Julian.
See you later then. Billie exits out of the office. She moves past Arlo.
Billie, I just want to...
Billie ignores him and heads for the front door. She grabs her purse and opens the door and exits. I enter. So you changed your mind the minute you realized that she was going to have dinner with her ex because you wanted to prevent that. You're throwing away a perfect movie part because of jealousy.
No, I'm not. I guess I am.
I'm making us some coffee, and we're discussing this like adults. That's if you can manage that. I have my doubts. Arlo rolls his eyes. Arlo is looking up at the ceiling as I enter with a cup of coffee. Just admit it.
Fine, I will. I'm jealous. I'm jealous your sister is going out with Julian. I rejected the role because I knew Billie would spend more time with Julian after I got the role. Hence, why I didn't want to do the role anymore. You happy? Or do you want me to write a confession and sign it with my own tears?
I guess I'm happy. Look, for your sake, listen to this advice. Let it go. Billie's not in that space anymore.
Which space are we talking about?
The space where she tolerates your melodrama.
Are you saying she doesn't like me?
Has she ever liked you, bud? History would prove that she hadn't. She hasn't in the slightest, which kinda makes me smile.
Look, I know. I'd be stupid to think she still liked me. I mean, she's been married since.
Do you know it? Because if you did, you wouldn't be acting out of character like you are right now. You're out of sync. Arlo slumps on his couch.
Fine. I still like her. Billie doesn't like me. I'm going to die all alone. Are you happy? Can we just move on with our lives now? Or do I need to start writing my tragic autobiography now?
You do know Billie's out with Julian right now. She's probably having a great time while we're in here having a pity party.
She is? She still went to see him. Is there a chance she's just going to give him a piece of her mind, or Maybe a piece of her left hook?
Yep, she still went. Do you want me to make up an emergency so she ends her date? Like a sudden outbreak of a rare, non-contagious but highly inconvenient rash? Or maybe a sudden invasion of alien squirrels?
That would be terrible. And also kind of hilarious.
Julian is a stuck-up dick. I actually don't want her to see him any more than you do. I hate that guy. If he were on fire and I had water, I'd drink it.
What emergency will you make up?
I'll say your sister is pregnant and that we're having a drinks party. That should make Billy leave Julian in a flash.
It's not true, and she wouldn't even believe you.
She would because it is true. And also because I'm a very convincing liar.
What? Seriously?
I nod my head.
Wow, congrats. I gotta call Kelly later.
Arlo offers his hand for a shake, and I shake it. Thank you. We're telling people next week, but I thought I'd help you out.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I take out my cell phone. I'll call Billy. Billy walks in. Arlo is doing yoga in his sweatpants.
Hey, did Max call you last night?
Yeah, he did, but I couldn't hear him over the bar talk. In the end, I switched off my cell phone. Why?
No reason. Just checking if he's been spreading rumors about my secret life as a salsa dancer.
Arlo does a yoga pose.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm doing yoga. What does it look like? Failed attempt at breakdancing?
I'm sorry, I've just never seen you do any exercise before. You always claimed you were allergic to doing them.
Well, if you were smart, you would have worked out that that was just me talking utter nonsense. It's one of my superpowers.
Oh, I knew it all along. I just got a kick out of your face, turning 50 Shades of Red every time I suggested a run.
Anyway, that was dinner with Julian.
Let's just say, if murder was legal, and I had a choice between killing him or doing my taxes, I'd so be in jail right now.
What do you mean?
He wanted to fly me out to Rome for the weekend of rekindling the flame.
Oh, you weren't?
No, I was. Up until he told me he was married. And not to a woman.
Julian's married? Wait, he's gay?
Actually, he's bisexual. And he wanted me to join him and his husband in Rome for a triple-decker romance sandwich.
Wow. Your life is like a tragic comedy.
You're telling me. Anyway, he still wants you to star in the tattoo if you want.
Nah, I'm okay. I thought about it, and Power of Love seems like it's for me.
What made you come to that decision?
Well, I read the script again, and I liked it. It's got a good vibe to it, and I think I know just the actress who can play my love interest.
Oh, who?
Melanie Rose. We worked together in a movie called I've Got You. She was so good. She got nominated for an award. She's perfect.
All right then, I'll call your mom and arrange a meeting with the film's producer.
Thanks.
God, he wanted me to be a part of his love triangle with his husband. Can you believe that guy? It's not funny, okay? Well, maybe a little.
Wow. I mean, even if I was offered $1 billion and a lifetime supply of pizza, I don't think I'd ever swap lives with you.
I'm sure there's a long line of people who'd second that. Anyway, it was probably the most cringeworthy night of my life.
Oh, hey, how about that time you...
All right, I'm leaving before I judo kick you to the ground.
I love you, Billy. Even if you do threaten me with physical violence.
Yeah. Love you right back, goofball.
God. This is so corny. We could practically be in a sitcom.
What are you talking about? I was being sincere. You're a jerk.
At this sweet moment, we sound out.
Heartstrings and Hollywood was voiced by Paranoia and Nelson Zapata Correa and Chakri Matayanand. The show was written, produced, and directed by Joao Encita. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode with family and friends. That Love Podcast is active on X and Instagram at That Love Pod and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Arlo and Billie step into the living room, their expressions revealing a palpable tension. Arlo's face is filled with fury, his hands tightly clenched into fists. With a surge of anger, he forcefully throws his suit jacket onto the couch, narrowly avoiding its edge. Denise's movie premiere is next week, right?
You know damn well it is. Just shut up.
I must say, I'm looking forward to watching it.
Well, don't get too excited. The movie might just punch you in the face.
Arlo's movies have a unique promotional strategy. They offer a punch with every ticket. Arlo shoots me a menacing glare, but I can't help but chuckle.
You both seem incredibly tense. What's going on?
Trust me, Billie. It's better if you stay in the dark.
Why did we have to leave Jay-Z's party so abruptly?
Wait for it. You won't like it.
I was just gathering the courage to convince Beyonce's bodyguard to let me talk to her. You ruined my perfect plan.
We had to leave because Arlo here couldn't resist the urge to punch the hors d'oeuvres.
Enough. Billie, we're not discussing it.
She's going to find out sooner or later, Arlo. You might as well spill it out now.
Tell me what? Spit it out already.
I lost control and decked Ethan Walker.
You punched your arch enemy? Why?
Well, I wanted to send him a clear message. Don't mess with my Netflix recommendations. Are we done talking?
It gets worse. TMZ found out, and they're threatening to release the story tomorrow.
Seriously, Arlo? What were you thinking?
You had it coming, Billie. Trust me.
And here's the kicker. Arlo has a production meeting with Barbara Taylor tomorrow.
Barbara Taylor? The renowned Warner Brothers movie executive?
Yep. She's so selective that she once rejected a script because it had too many vowels in the title.
She's also incredibly selective when it comes to casting.
Meaning, if Arlo gets smeared in the press within the next 24 hours, it will
jeopardize his chances of landing a role in Barbara's next movie and cost him the $15 million he would have earned.
Yep, I'm screwed.
I grab a magazine. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Come on, Arlo. You appeared in more films this year alone than Ethan could ever dream of. Why be envious of him?
Arlo's filmography is so extensive, Ethan's dreams have started featuring Arlo as the lead in every movie.
Look, I'm not envious. It was a heat of the moment thing. People make mistakes.
So, what did Ethan do for you to hit him?
He groped Denise Jackson Watson.
I flip through a celebrity gossip magazine featuring Denise on the cover. I show it to Billie. Denise Jackson Watson is an up-and-coming movie star. She and Arlo became close friends on the set of their last film together. Arlo couldn't stand by and watch Ethan mistreat her. Billie nods, understanding dawning in her eyes, along with a hint of respect for Arlo.
So you were defending her honor, huh? I don't see why the press would side with Ethan.
Turns out Denise was Ethan's girlfriend. Arlo found out after he hit him. Now we have a massive mess to clean up.
I'll just have my mom handle it in the morning.
Hold on. Your mom always seems to make things more complicated for you.
Yeah, Arlo's mom should have her own reality show called Momzilla, making life dramatically hilarious.
Remember when Arlo got that offer to star alongside George Clooney in a whiskey commercial, but they wanted him to wear an adult diaper?
Oh, yeah.
I scratch my head, furrowing my eyebrows, trying to make sense of it all. I'm confused here.
The diaper thing wasn't part of the original script. They were meant to play brothers on a movie set, but instead...
I got stuck with the damn diaper. My mom convinced them to add it in.
So what's the next move? Who's going to clean up this colossal mess?
I'll do it.
Really? Why?
Why? Well, first, it's my job. Second, Arlo, you've been an incredible friend to me, and I've learned so much from you. I won't let Ethan or anyone else ruin your career. I've got your back.
That's kind of you.
Plus, I really don't want to be lining up for unemployment on Monday.
So how will you fix this?
I'll pay Ethan a visit at his place and have a little chat.
Oh, I can't wait for the headlines. Billie saves Arlo's career. Introduces Ethan to the world of adult diapers.
We'll work out a deal where he denies any altercation took place.
I smirk, making a slashing motion across my throat, emphasizing the intense rivalry between Arlo and Ethan. They're bitter enemies, remember? Ethan won't hesitate to destroy him.
Just let me work my magic.
Billie gives Arlo a confident wink, snaps her fingers, and heads toward the door.
You two get some rest. I'll have everything sorted out by the morning.
Thank you, and good luck.
Billie opens the door and exits, exuding determination.
Luck won't be necessary.
Arlo sits on the couch, anxiously reading a script. He quickly puts it away when Billie enters, her expression downcast.
How did it go?
Don't ask.
Billie puts away her handbag and keys, her shoulders slumping.
It's that bad.
Ethan wants to press charges.
Well, at least he wasn't asking for an autograph. That would have been awkward.
Billie rolls her eyes.
Please tell me we have a solution to stop him.
Do you really think I'd look so defeated if I had one?
So you're telling me you don't?
Billie hesitates, chewing her lip as she considers the risk involved in her plan.
I do have a solution, but I'm debating whether I should go through with it.
Is it one of those drastic measures require fantastic dance moves kind of solutions? You know, I'd be up for saying that. Get a little footloose.
Billie glares at Arlo.
Why can't you do the thing you're debating? I mean, is there a significant risk?
Sort of. Look, I wouldn't even consider it, but TMZ is threatening to release a story. The situation is Titanic level.
Well, double fuck.
The good news is,
There's good news?
I had your lawyer file an injunction to stop the article from coming out.
Finally, a lawyer who can actually be a superhero. Never thought I'd say that.
Arlo picks up a script, his hands trembling.
So, how long does the injunction last?
Only 6 hours.
Jesus Christ.
We have 5 hours left, Arlo. We either convince Ethan to change his story or the police get involved and your career goes down the drain.
Okay. So what's the plan?
You won't like it.
Desperation fills Arlo's eyes as he clutches the script for his upcoming movie.
My career is on the line here, Billie. At this point, I'd do anything to save it.
Well, get ready to audition for the role of desperate actor number 1.
Arlo rolls his eyes.
Ethan invited me to brunch at his apartment to discuss your issues. Just the two of us. I think it's a good idea.
Brunch. With the devil himself. Well, I hope he at least serves good avocado toast.
Before you start thinking he's up to something, he's not. Ethan wants to fix this issue as much as you do.
Yeah, like I believe that. That's a good one.
Arlo, I have to go and talk to him. We need to confront Ethan directly or the situation will only get worse.
Come on, confronting Ethan is like facing a hurricane with a paper umbrella.
Arlo fidgets with his shirt sleeve, his eyes darting around the room as if he's searching for a better solution.
Now's not the time to gamble on another plan. We need brunch.
You're right. Brunch solves everything. It's the secret weapon against career crises.
Billie starts to walk off.
Just remember, he's the devil incarnate.
He won't do anything bad. I'm gonna go let TMZ know that I'm gonna go to Ethan's house.
Well, I hope you have your demon repellent spray handy. Yeah, just in case.
I've got this. Relax.
Why do I believe you?
It'll alert Ethan that TMZ knows I'm there. If he tries anything, they'll know he's involved and we'll have proof.
And we'll have a reason.
Exactly. I just need to go change my clothes. I'll be right back.
Billy walks away as Arlo begins to panic. Arlo pulls up to Ethan's driveway. He gets out of the car and opens the door for Billy.
Hold up. Let's talk for a bit.
Billy takes a deep breath, squares her shoulders, and flashes Arlo with a reassuring smile.
I can do this. Stop stressing out.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Arlo, you have a bad feeling about everything. Maybe we should just invent a good vibes only spray for you.
Yeah, sure, we can call it Arlo's Optimism Mist, guaranteed to turn those frowns upside down. Look, I've got solid reasons for my bad feelings. They're like my personal weather forecast.
Well, if your feelings were a weather forecast, you'd be the world's most accurate meteorologist.
Billy playfully rolls her eyes at Arlo.
Come on, I'm a mature adult. Ethan isn't the king of England. I've got this under control.
True, and he's not the king of England, but being alone with him is like encountering Bigfoot. It's a rare and potentially dangerous situation.
Or encountering a unicorn riding a rainbow. It's a mystical and absurdly unbelievable scenario.
Well, I mean, he might try to...
You're insane. He won't try anything. We've been through this. Do you want to save your career or not?
Yes, I do, but there has to be...
Billy crosses her arms and raises an eyebrow, challenging Arlo to put his faith in her abilities.
Look, if Ethan starts offering you magic beans, you get yourself out of there.
Do you trust me?
Yes, I do.
Since I've been working with you, have I ever been wrong about anything?
Remember that time you thought my favorite color was a sparkly unicorn pink?
I saw the pictures, Arlo. You had your childhood bedroom painted in those colors. I was right. You need to believe I can handle this situation for you.
Okay. How long is the meeting?
He said it would be about an hour. After that, this issue is over and I can get back to my life.
An hour? It's like a Netflix episode minus the popcorn. You got this.
Thank you.
Before you head in there, I need you to know that I trust you and believe in you too.
Billy kisses Arlo on the cheek and heads towards Ethan's house. Arlo sits anxiously in his back seat of his car as Billy takes the seat beside him.
Will Ethan deny the reports of me assaulting him, or is my career down the toilet?
Ethan wants to deny them, but he has some strict conditions that we have to meet before he agrees.
What conditions are we talking about?
Well, you have 3 options to choose from. One of them involves you acting alongside Ethan in a pro-trans rights ad.
Acting alongside Ethan in that. I mean, that's like having a vegan endorse a bacon festival.
Is it a bad idea?
Come on, Ethan is like the reincarnation of Hitler. I mean, he thinks he's clever, but he's not. I know him, inside and out.
And are you against trans rights?
No, of course not. I just have a feeling Ethan's idea of supporting trans rights is sending them thoughts and prayers on Twitter.
Expand on that for me.
Look, I won't go anywhere near it.
Okay, but explain why you refuse to participate in the ad.
Ethan is best friends with Tucker Carlson, the former Fox News anchor.
Ah, dynamic duo of misinformation and eyebrow-raising interviews. Quite the power couple.
Yeah, Ethan's got something nasty planned for me.
So what, you believe he might set you up and try to something shady to ruin your career?
Exactly. It is a definite no from me.
Alright then. Next condition involves you spending a weekend in New Orleans with Ethan, building houses for Hurricane Katrina victims.
Pass.
Why not? It would bring attention to important initiatives.
Yeah, and I'll be building houses while Ethan builds his own version of the Tower of Ego. I guess Ethan thinks the real estate market needs a new category. Houses built with pure ego, guaranteed to collapse in style.
Billie shakes her head.
It's a known fact that the company Ethan supports for building those houses is defrauding the government.
Well, I guess that makes him the Robin Hood of fraud. Stealing from the rich and pretending to give to the poor.
Yeah, that sounds romantic and you think I'm kidding, but I'm not.
Where do you get these ideas?
From every newspaper clipping out there. I've been talking about this nonstop.
Okay, fine. We have one final condition, and we need to take it seriously or we're in deep trouble.
I don't have much hope that it'll be any better than the previous two.
It's not, but we're running out of options.
Alright, what's the final condition?
Did you know that Ethan and his acting school have been struggling lately?
It might come as a shock, but I tend not to pay attention to my enemies.
Enemies? I thought they were just fans with really strong opinions.
Why are you bringing up Ethan's acting school?
Ethan is desperate for attention and validation for it.
So what does he want from me?
Well, he wants you to lend him your Oscars for a month when he tours India next year to promote his acting school.
So he's willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means jeopardizing someone else's career just for that.
He's not that bad.
Why would he even need my Oscars? Oh, no, wait, right, because he's never won one. I mean, well, come on, it's like borrowing a Ferrari to impress people when you can just barely ride a tricycle.
So is that a definite no?
No, I would say it's more of a hell no, with a side of absolutely not.
Why are you saying no?
Billie, I worked hard to earn those awards, and you expect me to just hand them over to some jerk who might lose them just to spite me?
Ugh. Then at least consider the other options. We need to save your career.
I'm not agreeing with any of his conditions. It's a battle of principles, and I've got enough stubbornness to fill a stadium.
Well, what do you suggest I do then?
I don't know. Maybe ask him out on a date?
Billie glares at Arlo.
A date? With Ethan? I'd rather swim in a pool of jellyfish while wearing a meat suit.
Come on, I'm joking, obviously. Unless you're considering it. Nope, joking. Nope, joking it is. Joking.
Billie exits the car and heads towards Ethan's house.
Hey, hold up. What's the plan here?
Step 1, survive brunch. Step 2, survive Ethan. Step 3, survive the aftermath. Easy, right?
Billie flicks her middle finger at Arlo before walking away.
Hey, yeah, great. That helps a lot.
A day later, sunlight streams through the windows, casting a warm and inviting glow over Arlo's cozy living room. The space is tastefully adorned with a blend of vintage and modern elements, creating an eclectic yet harmonious atmosphere. Billie enters the room, her face betraying a deep unease. She shrugs off her coat, revealing a sliver of vulnerability in her shoulders, which seems to sag under her invisible weight. The air is heavy with unspoken tension. Arlo momentarily pauses his yoga practice, his attention shifting to Billie's arrival. He wears an apologetic expression, his voice filled with sincerity.
Hey, Billie. Sorry about yesterday. I had to rush off to my audition with Barbara.
Billie hangs up her coat on a stylish coat rack near the entrance. Her movements lacking the usual vivacity, she forces a smile, attempting to dismiss any concern.
No worries.
A sense of relief washes over Arlo's face.
So, I assume you convinced Ethan to deny the assault rumors?
Billie takes a seat on the inviting couch, her unease becoming more palpable.
You should give yourself a pat on the back. But hey, careful, Billie. You don't want to strain any muscles while patting yourself on the back.
Billie fidgets with her hands, her nerves getting the better of her. She tries to maintain composure.
I have.
Arlo's suspicion intensifies, his body language reflecting his determination as he stands.
I'm not buying it. What's going on?
We slept together.
You... Wait, you... Oh man, you... Oh, that's a good one. You got me. Is this some elaborate prank? I mean, did you hire Ashton Kutcher to punk me? Is he bringing that back?
Billie's face remained serious.
I'm serious, Arlo.
You slept with him. Why? I never asked you to do that. I thought you were my wing woman, Billie, not my wing woman. Wings off with the enemy.
Billie avoids eye contact, clearly uncomfortable.
I know, it just happened.
How could you? I feel like I'm in some kind of twisted rom-com here, Billie. You know, the one where the best friend hooks up with the villain.
Can we please just talk calmly for a second?
Arlo reluctantly sits back on the couch, his arms crossed.
Yesterday, when I had brunch with Ethan, we had a conversation. It turns out we have a lot more in common than I thought.
Oh, yeah, I doubt that very much.
We grew up in the same town in Ohio and even had the same teacher.
That's just fantastic.
Billie continues, hoping to bridge the gap between them.
Our parents were on the same school board and owned restaurants in town.
Okay, why the hell is any of that relevant?
My brother is dating his cousin, which is a strange coincidence.
Did you ever consider that he might have been telling you what you wanted to hear?
Ethan isn't a liar. He's genuinely honest.
Arlo stops pacing and stares at Billie, his frustration boiling over.
Why the hell are you defending him?
I'm not defending him. I'm just explaining.
Arlo's anger escalates, his emotions teetering on the edge.
That doesn't excuse what you did.
Ethan doesn't actually hate you. You know that, right?
Does that even matter anymore?
He's envious of your success. He wishes he had what you have.
Arlo slumps back on the couch, overwhelmed by conflicting emotions.
Stop defending him. It sickens me.
Come on.
Billie, you know, next time you defend someone, make sure they're not auditioning for the role of my arch nemesis.
You're overreacting.
Am I?
You're acting like a jerk right now.
Oh, I'm the jerk. I'm the jerk. Me?
When I spoke to Ethan, I saw his vulnerable side. He's just as human as you are.
Arlo's sarcasm drips from his response.
Oh, thanks for the enlightening insight there, Buddha.
There's just a huge misunderstanding between you two.
You have to stop defending him.
Look, I just want you to know that I genuinely like Ethan. I think he's a good guy.
Get out.
Don't be this way, Arlo.
Get the hell out of my house.
So Billie's face is a mixture of frustration and sadness. She grabs her coat and handbag, opens the door, and exits swiftly, leaving Arlo seething on the couch, consumed by anger and heartache. As the door closes behind her, Arlo picks up throw pillows and punches it away. On this tense cliffhanger, we sound out, leaving Arlo alone in his living room, struggling to make sense of the whirlwind of emotions swirling around him.
Heartstrings and Hollywood was voiced by Paranoia and Nelson Zapata Correa and Chakri Matayanand. The show was written, produced, and directed by Joao Ncita. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode with family and friends. That Love Podcast is active on X and Instagram at That Love Pod and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Arlo and I are jogging along the picturesque Butterfly Beach, which is located in the charming town of Montecito, California. The beach is a bustling hub of activity with people of all ages enjoying the warm sand and crystal clear waters. Arlo and I have been laughing and chatting, enjoying the stunning views of the ocean that stretched out before us.
Man, you are so out of shape.
I think you're mistaken. I'm not out of shape. I'm in shape. Hey, all right, give me a break. I'm doing my best here. My usual exercise routine involves lifting a spoon to my mouth.
Well, maybe you should try lifting something a little heavier, like your sense of humor.
My sense of humor is so heavy it could crush you. I glare at Arlo. My breathing is really heavy.
You know, if you ate fewer cookies, you wouldn't be so out of breath.
Cookies are life, Arlo. You can't expect me to give up on life. Arlo shakes his head as we continue jogging. I spot Billie waiting for us on the beach. She has a determined look on her face. Dude, I'm sorry. I trip and fall while jogging, but quickly get back up.
Bro, you should never feel sorry about falling over. I mean, that was entertaining.
I glare at Arlo. I'm glad my pain is your entertainment. Arlo smirks. I'm sorry for... I gesture over to my sister Billie, who's running towards us.
Guys, wait up.
Why is your sister crashing our run?
Crashing? Max told me where you'd be.
What do you want, Billie?
My portion of the money from that Barbara Taylor movie deal. I've been talking to your mom, and she's like a brick wall.
Well, you know what they say. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
What?
You're not my agent or manager, Billie.
No, but I got you that meeting and convinced Barbara to hire you.
And how did you manage that again?
I saw her at my local spa and then harassed her until she let you audition for her movie. It was above waters.
It seems like it.
I did more than that. I was a major player in negotiating that deal. I deserved my share of the pie.
And I appreciate that. My mom is still my agent. She maintains that she played a similar role in securing the deal.
Arlo, I was in the room during the negotiations. If it wasn't for me, that $15 million paycheck would be nothing but a fantasy in your mind.
Again, I appreciate it, but my mom's my agent, and she's not obligated to give you any commission. It's out of my hands.
You know I deserve that money, Arlo.
But whether I do or don't, my mom is still my agent. I'm sorry.
That's not fair.
Yeah, tell it to someone who cares.
Ouch, Arlo. You're as cold as my ex-girlfriend's heart.
Arlo, please, I need that money.
Arlo avoids Billie's eyes.
Yeah, we should have thought about that before you betrayed me.
Arlo walks off, leaving Billie sad and angry.
Let's talk about that. How exactly did I betray you? Because I'm racking my head and I can't seem to find the answer to that question, so help me find it. Please.
How about we don't talk about this?
Arlo takes off running.
Arlo, come on!
Arlo's gone.
Max, I need that money.
I know. Mom's on my case to help you out. She's tired of your interruptions during her, alone time with George.
Well, maybe if George wasn't around so much, I wouldn't have to interrupt.
I put my hands on Billie's shoulders. Let's catch up with Arlo. Maybe we can sort things out and get you your money. Billie smiles.
Thanks, Max.
Arlo is sitting down shirtless. He's reading a script. Billie and I let ourselves in. Arlo shakes his head.
Oh, finally, the fan club arrives. What's the occasion? Autographs, selfies, personal messages?
Cut the crap, Arlo. I want my money.
Yeah, again, talk to my mom.
She's refusing to take my calls, Arlo. I need that check, and I need it today.
Oh, today? Oh, well, then I guess I'll just have to cancel my plans to buy that private jet then.
Why do you need it today?
I just need it.
Ah, the classic I just need it argument. Reminds me of my last relationship.
Arlo puts away his script. He walks over to his dining table and picks up a checkbook. He writes Billy a check and then goes to hand it to Billy, but then changes his mind.
What? Fork it over.
I just realized why you need the money. I got a suspicious call yesterday.
Was it from the Nigerian prince again? I mean, from who?
It doesn't matter. Just give it.
Billy paces back and forth.
Denise Watson.
Denise Watson! The Denise who played your sister in that movie where she invented a machine that turns people into animals, and then she ate the husband she turned into a chicken. That Denise?
Yeah, that's the last time I let my mom choose the movies I act in.
What did she want?
Nothing at the time, or so I thought. But now that I think back on it, I think she did say something about Billy needing my help.
Expand on that for me.
Well, Max, let's grab a whiteboard and start drawing out some conspiracy theories.
Just talk, jackass.
All right. Denise wanted me to help you, Billy, and she was quite adamant about it. I guess she wants her cut of the chicken.
Billy glares at me.
She said Billy would only have a day to pay up, or there'd be severe consequences.
Billy fights to grab the check, but I hold her back. Why do you need the money, Billy?
It's not important. Can I just have it?
Billy, if it's not that important, then can I have it instead? I've been eyeing that private jet Arlo mentioned earlier.
Denise is blackmailing you, isn't she?
No, Arlo. She's just asking for a friendly favor.
Ah, yes, the friendly favor of giving away all your money. Classic friendship move. Billy hangs her head and walks off.
As someone who's been around, I know firsthand about the dangers of blackmail, Billy.
Billy goes into the kitchen to pour herself a glass of water. Arlo and I follow her to the kitchen. What hold has she got on you?
She doesn't. Just pay up, Arlo.
Billy, what hold? We can't help you if you're not willing to talk to us.
Denise has questionable photos of me and Ethan in bed together.
Well, Billy, you really outdone yourself this time. Photos with Ethan in bed? What's next? A reality TV show?
Yeah, I can see it now, Billy. Keeping up with the Billies.
Billy stares out of the kitchen window. I'm confused to why Denise would do this.
I'm guessing Denise wants revenge on Billy for stealing Ethan away from her.
Revenge? I didn't know we were living in a soap opera. Cue the dramatic music.
Hey, does anyone know Hans Zimmer? Or better yet, is John Williams still available?
I don't know why anybody would do this to my sister. She's literally a saint.
Yes, Max, your sister is a literal saint. Well, except that little incident of sleeping with a man who had a girlfriend.
What did you see in that guy?
It's a bit obvious, but she likes the fact that he's the human embodiment of a dumpster fire. Isn't that right?
Listen, I thought he was cool. I thought he was thoughtful and caring.
Right, sure, because a man who hunts rhinos in South Africa for sport is caring and thoughtful.
Billy, next time you're looking for a caring and thoughtful guy, maybe check the zoo instead of the hunting grounds.
Haha. Clearly I was wrong. Look, I just wanted him to be a version of Arlo. Obviously he wasn't, and I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Billy, I hate to break it to you, but there's only one Arlo in this world, and that's enough for everyone's sanity.
Hey!
You know I'm right.
Well, still, cheap shot. I have feelings.
Billy looks emotional. Oh, come here. Don't cry. I hug Billy for a beat. We need a plan to defeat this witch.
I just have to pay her.
So Denise has photos of you and Ethan naked together in bed, and she's threatening to put them on the internet.
Well, Billy, on the bright side, if those photos leak, you might just break the internet like Kim Kardashian did. I mean, hashtag goals, right?
How much does she want from you? Billy shows Arlo and me the text.
She wants 50 grand from you.
Yep. I'm fucked, aren't I?
Looks like we need to start a GoFundMe page titled Help Billy Escape from the Clutches of Blackmail. ASAP.
Yeah, you are fucked. Good luck with it.
Arlo walks off. Arlo, don't make me bring you back here like my mom used to do to Billy and me. Arlo's gone. Arlo walks in. Billy and I are on the couch. Billy has tears streaking down her face. She's in a state.
You know what I realized? This is exactly the blackmail plot from the movie Denise and I worked on. Weird, right? It's like life imitating a not so great rom-com.
Yeah, because that's what's important here. There are some solutions here. Billy wraps her arms around the pillow.
All right. I got some ideas brewing, but I need a few more details from you, Billy.
What details do you need?
You've been going on job interviews, right?
Billy nods her head.
Has Denise sent those employers copies of the racy photos to twist in the knife and ramp up the pressure?
Yeah.
Arlo, we need a plan here, not your commentary on the situation.
All right. Let's cut to the chase and brainstorm a foolproof plan then. All right, step 1. Hire a team of ninja squirrels to retrieve the evidence. Just a first suggestion.
You're one sarcastic comment away from getting punched in the balls.
All right, fine. Let's get serious. Billy, can you get Ethan to talk Denise out of her blackmail plot?
Ethan and I aren't together anymore. He cheated on me and we're not talking.
Oh, poor Billy. Another dream guy of hers lost to the dark side. Bravo for dating him, by the way.
Not helpful, Arlo.
I wasn't trying to be helpful. I was trying to mock her.
I will punch you in your balls. You know that, right?
All right. I'll stop. But, okay, seriously. When do you need to hand her the money?
Denise wants it within the next 24 hours.
And have you had any communication with Denise, like through email or text?
Yeah, she sent me both emails and texts.
In those emails, does she talk about blackmailing you?
Yeah, she does, but why does that matter?
Billy, you don't know? Cybercrime police are always on high alert for Blackmailers Anonymous. You know, those email chains that they send out? It's their favorite pastime.
Arlo claps his hands together, grinning. Arlo takes out the check from his back pocket and rips it up. What's the solution? My sister needs that money. If she doesn't pay up, Denise will ruin her. Billy will never work again.
I know that. But I also know from experience that if someone does something like this, and you have evidence to suggest they've committed the crime...
You what? What do you do?
It's obvious. Challenge them to a dance-off. Trust me, nothing diffuses a blackmail situation like some killer dance moves.
Arlo takes out his cell phone and looks at us. Arlo!
Relax. I have a plan.
Arlo, what are you up to?
Don't go anywhere. Don't respond to any of Denise's messages. Just give me half an hour to deal with this issue. All right?
Arlo heads towards his office door. He opens it and enters. Billy and I look confused. Don't worry, Billy. Arlo has this situation under control. He's just heading to his office to whip up some magical solution to this problem. Arlo sits at his desk, attempting to balance a pencil on his nose. Billy knocks on his door.
Come on in, unless you're bringing more pencils for me to balance.
Billy enters.
No, just my charming presence.
Ah, yes, the power of charm. They say it can move mountains, but I'm still waiting for it to clean up my messy apartment.
Billy rolls her eyes.
Is Max still around?
No, he had to go pick up your sister from work. I'm nervous to ask, but have you made headway in this case, Saul Goodman?
Arlo drops the pencil.
Ah, shoot. Well, yes, Saul has, but it seems my nose has not.
Did you know that the world record for pencil balancing is over 2 hours? If you're not careful, you might end up being famous for all the wrong reasons.
Well, if pencil balancing becomes an Olympic sport, I guess I'll be the first one to bring home the gold medal for most persistent nose balancer.
Well, at least it would make for a great party trick. That's if you actually got invited to parties. No one seems to like you. Should we be worried for you?
I think we should.
I'm afraid to ask, but what have you done about the blackmail plot?
Not much. I've been perfecting my blackmail at defense stance routine. It involves some impressive spins, dips, and a dramatic grand finale. Shall I demonstrate?
Just spit it out.
All right. I made a few calls to my lawyer. He did some digging on my behalf, and he uncovered that Denise actually has a history of blackmailing people. She even has her own Yelp page for it. 4 stars, actually. Not too shabby, if you ask me.
She has a history?
Ooh, big time. She's practically a professional blackmailer. In fact, she's been in court 3 or 4 times in the last 5 years because of her attempts to blackmail high-level celebrities.
Damn, she's full of surprises.
Anyway, in her last court case against Ryan Reynolds of Deadpool fame, a judge warned her about trying to blackmail someone again. And if she did...
She'd go to jail?
Yep. Now, we have evidence to suggest that she's been trying to blackmail you. We have proof that she could go to jail if we present the evidence to a judge. The question is, do you want to pursue this?
I really don't want this to go any further, but I just want to move on.
Arlo takes out his cell phone and texts.
Okay, my lawyer will send out some conditions for Denise to follow. If she tries to contact you, she goes to jail.
Wow, Arlo, you're just like a real-life superhero with a lawyer cape, the mighty defender of justice and sender of intimidating legal emails.
Well, you know what they say. Better call Super Arlo.
They don't say that, but they should.
Billie walks up to Arlo. She punches him on the arm.
Ow! Why?
It was a love punch.
Ah, the infamous love punch. A mix of affection and slight pain. Remind me never get on your bad side.
Ha ha.
Seriously though, what's with the punch?
Just to say, thank you for looking out for me. I've been stressing and ripping out my hair for days because of Denise, and in a matter of hours, you've solved all my problems. You're a great guy. You're my hero right now.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say?
Billie stifles a smile.
You're a great guy. I won't be repeating myself again after that.
It's the next day. Arlo and Billie are doing yoga in the living room. Billie stops for a moment.
Arlo, I can't thank you enough for what you've done. You really saved me from a terrible situation. I don't know how I could ever repay you.
Come on, enough with the thank yous. You're one of my best friends. I'd do anything for you. I mean, remember that time we were kids and you stood up for me when those bullies were picking on me? And this is just, a little payback for that. You're welcome.
Payback? Arlo, you don't owe me anything for that. We've always had each other's backs. That's what friendship is all about. It's give and take, nothing more.
Sure. Well, except when it comes to splitting the last slice of pizza. It's every man for himself.
Arlo gets up from the floor. He walks towards the side table and opens a drawer. Arlo takes out a check out of his drawer. He offers it to Billie.
What's this?
Your commission for the Barbara Taylor deal? You earned it. Fair and square.
No, I didn't. I was wrong about that.
Hey, you secured the meeting. You negotiated the deal. You did the work. And you deserve every single penny.
Billie smiles and takes the check.
You're right. I fucking do.
And also, my mom is, killing me.
Oh? What do you mean?
She's getting worse at picking out movies and commercials for me to act on.
Here's an idea. Maybe for your next role, she'll get you a role in Blackmailer, the Denise Chronicles.
Oh, I guarantee you pitch that to her and she'll find writers to write up that movie. She's that out of control.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with you calling your loving mother that.
The same loving mother that denied you your commission?
Yeah, you're right. Why am I defending her? I hate her.
Look, I need to hire you back. I'll triple your pay and give you anything as long as you come back. What do you say?
I say... I'll to the yeah. I'll come back.
Arlo gets up and gives Billy a hug.
Oh, thank you for being so amazing.
And thank you for coming to your senses.
Hey, how about we celebrate this reunion by, going out for some dinner?
Yeah, I'd like that. Thanks.
We could try that new taco place.
What's it called again?
Taco Titanic. The review I saw said the food's great, but you might need a life jacket to get through the salsa. They even have a band that plays My Heart Will Go On While You Eat. Oh, by the way, the spare room is made up. I mean, no pressure, but, it's there if you want to avoid further incidents of catching your mom in bed with, George. Just saying.
Thanks, Arlo. That spare room might just save my therapy bills.
Is that a yes or no?
I'm taking you up on that offer. I'm even thinking of starting a blog about my adventures in avoiding George.
Why isn't that a surprise?
Something hits Billy.
What?
Nothing.
Anyway, I'll call Max to find out if he wants to cook us dinner tonight. Hopefully my sister is with him and does all the cooking, or else we could end up getting poisoned.
Yeah, that does sound risky. But then again, at least it's better than going to a dinner party at Denise's house.
Arlo walks out of the office.
Oh god, how did it take me so long to realize this? I'm in love with Arlo.
On this beautiful cliffhanger, we sound out.
Heartstrings and Hollywood was voiced by Paranoia and Nelson Zapata Correa and Chakri Matayanand. The show was written, produced, and directed by Joao and Sita. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode with family and friends. That Love Podcast is active on X and Instagram at That Love Pod and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Arlo and Billy walk in. I'm sitting on the couch reading an article on my MacBook Air.
Serves you right for eating that much tacos.
Yeah, we're never going back there.
Yeah, like they didn't want you back there. You vomited on their floors, and then you ran out of the restaurant without telling them.
Can we not speak about this anymore?
Okay, one moment. I need to check my messages. Your mom is threatening to put you up for that sperm bank commercial.
Oh yeah, great. Just what I always wanted. My face on a billboard next to the words, "Come donate your sperm." She was serious about considering that.
Don't worry. I'll hose that sucker down before it progresses any further.
Thank God. I thought I was going to have to change my name and move to Antarctica. Thank you. What would I be without you?
You'd be like Batman without Robin, or Harry Potter without Hermione. A sad, lonesome hero.
Hey, I prefer to think of myself as the Lone Ranger. Minus Tonto.
Billy takes out her cell phone and exits.
Hey, why do you look so intense?
I always look intense. It's my smoldering good looks.
Yeah, well, today you look like a horror villain running at somebody with a chainsaw.
TMZ's running a story on you.
Well, this should be good. The last story they ran on me had them trying to convince the world that I hated Bruce Willis.
The story involves you and Taylor Swift. TMZ thinks that you're dating her.
Okay, that settles it. I'm killing my mom.
Oh, let's not get too extreme here. But maybe give her a stern talking to.
Can't believe this is happening.
TMZ also thinks that you're cheating on Taylor with my sister.
Wait, TMZ thinks I'm cheating on Taylor with Billie?
Yep, they seem to think you're living up to your heartthrob reputation.
Oh, well, that's actually a good compliment for me. I find myself to be quite boring sometimes. Gotta mix it up.
Well, don't sell yourself short. You're at least moderately interesting.
Oh my god.
Arlo, what's going on here?
I'm not dating Taylor Swift. She's writing a movie for me to star in. Her agent's got in touch with me to see if we could do some publicity together.
Oh, okay. I see.
My mom, who frankly makes me want to strangle her right now, came up with the idea of Taylor being my girlfriend. I told her I wasn't interested in the idea, but apparently she went through with it anyway.
So it's completely innocent.
Yeah, of course it is. Why does it matter anyway?
Does my sister know it's innocent?
Why would she care?
Do me a favor. Let her know what's going on, or I promise hell breaks loose.
Why? She wouldn't care.
Trust me, she would. Let her know. Billie walks in. She looks visibly shocked.
Hey, can we talk?
Billie grabs her purse and walks out of the apartment without so much looking at Arlo.
Billie, what are you doing?
The front door slams shut. Well, that went well. I can see why you're a heartthrob.
Okay, what in the fuck was that?
It's not rocket science, pal.
Okay, well, excuse me for not being a rocket scientist. Some of us have to settle for being mildly talented actors.
I'm being serious here, jerk.
What are you talking about?
You need to talk it out with Billie before this gets out of control. Arlo knocks on Billie's door. But after receiving no answer, he opens it himself. Inside, he discovers Billie engrossed in When Harry Met Sally on the couch. A call from Arlo captures her attention, though she appears agitated at his presence.
Ah, I see. So I'm competing with Billy Crystal for your attention. This should end good.
Well, he knows how to make me laugh. Can you blame me for being fascinated by him and not a jerk like you?
Billie ignores him.
Look, I need you to do some publicity work for me. This thing with my mom and Taylor is kind of getting out of hand.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll just put on my Olivia Pope hat for you.
I'm getting asked to appear on talk shows to talk about our relationship.
Billie isn't looking at Arlo. She's completely ignoring him.
Are you okay? Because you're neither blinking or staring at me right now. It's a little disturbing. I mean, it's like you're having a staring contest at how long you can ignore me.
Yep, I've never been better.
All right. So, what's the game plan?
Well, my game plan is to finish watching this movie without any more interruptions.
Billie picks up the remote, but Arlo takes it from her.
Ugh, you're super annoying today, you know that?
Right, because it's me who's the definition of that today, and not you.
Billie gets up from the couch and walks off to her kitchen. Arlo looks confused and follows her.
Billy, I don't pay you top dollar to speak to me like that.
Well, you're not paying me at all right now, so technically you're getting a discount.
Come on, can you just help me out of this bind?
A bind is being trapped in a well, not whatever high school crap you're looking to talk about.
Hey, apologize, right now.
I'm so sorry that I'm fresh out of apologies. The last one I gave was so big, it depleted my reserves for a month.
When have you ever had a day off?
Billie picks up dishes from the dining table and puts them in the kitchen sink.
Exactly. So, I'm taking one today.
Look, your whole attitude, posture, this whole thing is confusing me.
What? Can't you tell? I'm going for a James Dean look. You know, brooding and mysterious. It's all the rage with kids these days.
Well, I think you nailed it. You're brooding like a pro.
Aw, thanks. I've been practicing in front of my mirror for hours. I think I'm ready for my close-up.
Arlo rolls his eyes in annoyance.
Hey, are you sure you're okay?
Yup.
Billie starts cleaning her dishes.
Well, could you say that while looking at me?
Sure thing. I'll even throw in a smile for free. You know, just to brighten your day.
Billie walks off to her bedroom and slams the door shut.
Well, that went well. So glad we're making progress on this whole communication thing.
Billie walks out of her bedroom.
Oh, you're still here?
You're acting like a child.
What the hell do you want from me?
Oh, wow. Look, my mom and Taylor Swift's agent are working in tandem. TMZ seems to think that we're a couple.
From what I saw, you are a couple. I saw the pictures.
Billie heads to her living room. She sits on the couch, ignoring Arlo.
Wait, there's pictures?
Yeah, there's pictures. You know, those things that say 1,000 words.
My God, I can't believe this is happening.
Just spit out what you want.
TMZ thinks I'm cheating on Taylor with you, and I just want this drama to end.
Oh, sure, because denying a relationship always makes the drama go away.
Okay, you're being super annoying today.
What, you want me to deny there's anything going on with you and Taylor so you can live your best life together?
Best life together? No,
Come on, who are you trying to fool here?
I'm not dating her.
Oh, so you're just shaking it off then?
Look, if I was dating Taylor Swift, do you really think I'd be here arguing with you?
You're fucking dating her. I saw the damn pictures of you hugging her.
Hug? I've never hugged her. Wait. Okay, no, I did at her PR team's office. But my mom must have taken the pictures and then linked them.
There you go. You guys are a couple.
Well, I mean, whether we are or not, it shouldn't upset you to the point of acting like this. And you're giving a 9 out of 10 performance as as the bitter, jealous friend.
Oh yeah, because being betrayed by your best friend is just a walk in the park.
Hey, low blow. You know what? No. What's all this really about?
Oh, I don't know. Have a guess. Or just leave.
Fine, I will. When you tell me why you're upset with me. What's going on here?
I said get out of my house.
Why are you upset with me?
I'm not. Just get the fuck out.
Well, fucking tell me.
I'm in love with you, dumbass.
You're... What? Wait, what? What do you mean you're in love with me? You can't be in love with me.
Forget it. It was a joke. You just need to go.
Billie escapes back to her bedroom.
Billie, wait, we need to talk about this. Billie!
Billie's bedroom door slams shut. Arlo follows Billie but accidentally trips over something. He lands hard on the floor. He's on the floor bleeding.
Okay. I've fallen over and I bit my tongue. Ugh. I hope you're happy.
Arlo tries to get up, but he can't.
Ugh. At least I know I'm not a vampire now.
Arlo lies on his couch, staring at the ceiling. I let myself in. I cough to let him know of my presence.
Did you know?
About my sister being in love with you?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I thought it was a crush until 30 minutes ago. She just told me the whole truth.
I don't know how to feel.
It's pretty simple, pal. What's your gut telling you to do?
It's telling me that I've wanted this moment for as long as I can remember.
Okay, so what's stopping you from grasping at this moment to take your chance?
Lots of things.
Like what? Let me hear it.
I'm scared, okay?
Oh, well, in that case, definitely don't go for it. Being scared is a great reason never to pursue happiness. Arlo walks toward his drink cabinet. He takes out a glass. No one who loves fears loving someone. When it's right, all fears go out the window, and love just takes over the fear.
I know, but I can't get rid of this fear.
Fear? You? I've seen you take on a tequila shot without flinching. I think you can handle a little bit of love. Arlo pours himself a glass of gin.
I feel like I'm about to climb Mount Everest.
Arlo, love is a chance. You either take it when it comes or regret it forever.
know that.
What's stopping you from being with her?
What if we get together and we break up? What if getting together ruins our friendship?
Oh yeah, because being in love with your best friend and never telling them is way better than taking a chance and possibly ruining your friendship.
You know what I mean.
If it's real, there's no stopping it. Trust me. I know this from experience of being with your sister.
Still, what if we break up and things get awkward and can't stand to be around each other?
Arlo, true love has no ifs, ands, or buts. It's an all-consuming feeling that cannot be denied.
I know, but
It just comes down to what your heart wants and who it wants you to belong with. You should have an answer for both questions if you love Billie. Arlo smiles.
yeah.
Yep, those are the only two questions that matter, and you should consider when it comes to the matter of your heart.
All right.
The question is, do you think you belong with Billie? Is your heart leading you to her door? If yes, don't waste time on me. Get up and go fight for your soulmate. Arlo gets up from the couch. He looks motivated.
What if...
Arlo, the biggest tragedy people face in our lifetime is not death, but living without experiencing true love.
I know that, but...
You have a chance to experience real love. Don't be a fool. Take your chance. Arlo looks motivated. He smiles.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I'll take my chance like a quarterback throwing a Hail Mary pass in the last few seconds of the Super Bowl. This should work out.
You'll really fight for Billie?
Yep, I will. And I'll do it with all the charm of a Disney prince and grace of a baby giraffe learning to walk. No, seriously, man, I feel like I'm gonna collapse here. Could you drive me to her apartment?
I smile. Sure. I was just planning on spending my Friday night driving around town with my lovesick friend. It's my idea of a wild time. Arlo and I walk toward the door. I open the door and we walk out. There's just one small hurdle we have to jump through. The last time I saw Billie, Ethan was pulling up on her drive.
He was what?
Yeah, he pulled up on his fancy car like he was a villain in a cheesy rom-com. But don't worry, Arlo. You're the hero of the story. You'll get the girl. The front door slams shut. Arlo and I exit the car, only to be met by Ethan, who strides out of the apartment building. As he catches a sight of us, he glares before storming off in a rage, getting into his Ferrari and speeding away. Arlo runs to the entrance, determined to fight for the love of his life. I remain behind, hoping for the best. Arlo walks into Billie's living room. Billie has tears streaming down her face. They stare off for a moment.
What the hell was that?
What the hell is what?
Well, first, you tell me you're in love with me.
I did, and you rejected me.
I didn't do shit. I left to think about what you were telling me. There's a difference.
Yeah, sure.
Second, whilst I'm thinking about your confession, you invite my bitter enemy over so you can reunite?
I didn't invite that dick over. He came here on his own accord. I sent him packing the moment I figured out what he wanted, which was sex, by the way. So, you're fucking wrong there.
Huh, yeah, sure. And third, I realize I might be in love and you break my heart.
You're in what with me?
I'm in love with you. It's not like I have a choice in it. I've always been in love with you. Just, my heart took a little longer to catch up with my stupid head.
Billie smiles.
Well, I hope you didn't need a GPS to find your way here, Romeo.
This isn't fair. I waited years to be with you, and in one swoop, you're rejecting me. This isn't fair. I deserve better. I deserve to be with you.
Well, excuse me for not realizing I was in the presence of royalty. Shall I bow down now or later?
I'm being serious here.
Well, calm down, cowboy. Who said I was rejecting you? You're not even letting me speak, for Christ's sake.
You know what? Fine. Laugh at me. But just know that there will never be a man who loves you more than I have my entire life.
Well, that's comforting. I was starting to worry I'd have to settle for someone who only kind of loves me.
Billy smiles.
Fine. Laugh at me. Laugh away.
Can I speak now?
What's the point? You're not gonna reject me.
Arlo starts to turn away from Billy, but she rushes up to him, grabbing his face and pulling him back. With all the passion she can muster, she kisses him deeply. But Arlo doesn't respond at first, shocked by her boldness. When she finally breaks the kiss, Arlo smiles, happy to have seen what he's been searching for his entire life.
Well, what's going on?
What's going on is... I'm trying to tell you that I love you too. Arlo, I love you like a bee loves a flower. Your beauty is intoxicating and I can't get enough.
Really?
Yes, dumbass. Look, growing up, my grandma and my mom would always tell me the same thing. And it stemmed from generations of our family hearing it.
What was it?
Well, it goes along the lines of, true love is a rare gem. Hard to find, but worth everything once you have it.
Well, that's true, because I've searched long and hard for it, and I've always hit a brick wall trying to find it.
So you're saying what? I'm your last option at finding love?
I start to panic, but Billy smiles.
I was messing with you. Relax.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, can't have me going there for a sec. Never do that again, please.
I won't. I promise.
And then that I searched for it, but the only love I ever wanted was with you. Billy comes close to me, a smile lighting up her face. She leans her head towards mine, seeking my lips in a gentle kiss. Despite her usual confidence, I can sense a flicker of apprehension in her eyes, a rare vulnerability that makes the moment all the more special. Our kiss is brief, but sweet, a moment of tenderness and affection between us. It's a year later, and my best man is standing next to me. My hands are shaking ever so slightly. The nervous energy is palpable, but that's not surprising. Today is my wedding day. We find ourselves in this beautiful historic church in Los Angeles, filled with eager friends and family members, all gathered to witness the union of me and Billy. The church itself is a stunning piece of architecture. Vaulted ceilings, stained glass windows that cast colorful patterns on the wooden pews, and intricate carvings lining the walls. The scent of fresh flowers fills the air, and the soft, warm light of candles illuminates the serene ambiance of the sacred place. My proposal came just 3 months after I professed my love for Billy. Now, as we're getting ready to exchange our vows, the joy of our impending life together seems evident in the smiles that we're sharing. Billy, her radiant, expected glow, is now 6 months pregnant, and we're both waiting for the birth of our first child. As the organ begins to play, the doors at the back of the church open, revealing Billy in her ethereal wedding gown. Max, my best man, taps me on the shoulder to suggest Billy is heading my way.
Are you really sure you want to go through with this? It's not too late to run.
Yeah, maybe I should really give Beyonce a call.
Funny.
With each step it takes Billy to walk down the aisle, the love and happiness in the room becomes even more tangible. It's clear that we're about to begin our journey as husband and wife, and surrounded by a strong community of support and love, ready to help us navigate the exciting new chapter that lies ahead. This final chapter truly means that love is around. The end.
Heartstrings and Hollywood was voiced by Paranoia and Nelson Zapata Correa and Chakri Matayanant. The show was written, produced, and directed by Joao and Sita. If you enjoyed this episode, please share this episode with family and friends. That Love Podcast is active on X and Instagram at That Love Pod and Facebook at That Love Podcast. Thank you for listening.